What are some of the things that you see that buyers are doing during the purchasing transaction that they shouldn't be doing that could potentially harm them throughout the process?
We recently had a client 3 days before closing, ran up her credit cards, $3,000, and opened up a new account and bought appliances on there. And fortunately, they had enough money to cover that because when they did a soft credit check, the lender required them to pay off all those debts. But if she didn't have that money, the deal would have gotten declined and she would have lost her earnest money deposit. So it's very important when you're purchasing a home, if a lender gives you advice and tells you not to run up your debt, not to open up a credit card, not to buy any cars, not to do any of that stuff, very important that you do that, because if you don't, you could, risk losing your deposit and losing the home.
And we just got loan docs on that one today. So fortunately, it was able to get handled and saved, but just a little speed bump in the road. But for a bigger issue like, buying a car or, so when you're buying a home, don't go out and buy a Lamborghini, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Tell us about like jobs or job changes or anything like that, or maybe other financial changes that could affect the loan process.
Well, it's important. You always have to have a 2-year job history. I know things happen, but try not to switch your jobs, keep your job. If something happens like where you get laid off, where you have no control over, just as long as you're able to secure a job right away, get an offer letter and get your first pay stub, we'll be able to extend escrow and still get your deal done.
Yeah. So a lot of times, again, if you have good relationships with the agent, we can handle these things and jump in and make sure that we make this happen. Instead of things being catastrophic, we can make sure that it's a minor speed bump while we close.